Welcome to Blue. I can't talk. I was gonna say Blue Club.
Blue Club.
It's early. Not quite awake. All right, Jessica, you want to give our opening prayer?
Would love to. Our dearest Father in heaven, we are so very grateful that Thou art there and that Thou hast helped us to understand of Thy presence in our lives and to feel of Thy love and of Thy guidance and inspiration. We are grateful for the opportunities that we have to strive to have Thy counsel to be with us as we strive to figure out our lives and as we strive to help others find health and peace. We are grateful for the opportunities we have to improve our own lives and improve our own health and to share that with others, and pray that that will help us in our efforts to learn and grow as we read and study together here in book club, that we can take these things and truly use them, that we will not only move the scale in our businesses, but that we will do so also in our personal lives and just be able to improve and become more like Thee. We are grateful for that and ask for these things in the name of the Savior Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. My eyes didn't want to open up after that prayer. Like, so peaceful. Okay, so today's the last day of this book. We are reading 250 to 259. Not setting a timer. Just gonna read it. All right, so starts. Nothing will change if you don't. We've all met the person who talks a big game and tells us their world changing intentions over and over. How they're going to quit their job and start their dream business, launch a six-figure sales funnel, and get in the best shape of their lives. They'll give us a mouthful of their intentions and maybe even post on Facebook about their big plans. Strangers will compliment their discipline and drive even though they haven't shown 1 ounce of either. Time will pass, seasons will change, and things are not only the same, they're further away from their goal. Maybe this person is you. We've all been there. This common example outlines a simple yet powerful reminder. Nothing will change if you don't. Excuse me. If you've been operating under the same exact inputs for years, it's fantasy to expect the outputs to magically change because you read a book or went through a seminar experience. Sure, you will achieve the insight and unlock the possibility within you, but it's not enough. Nothing will change if you don't. So, what will you change starting right now? Do that. You won't find your soulmate on Tinder. You won't create a six-figure funnel after reading expert secrets. You won't be spiritually on fire after 3 meditations. Hold on, that's my alarm. The normal one. um, you won't be spiritually on fire after 3 meditation sessions. You won't have a six-pack after hiking your local mountain once. Oh, I guess it's important. You probably won't find your soulmate on Tinder. Okay. Hate to break it to you, but this is real life. I can't tell you how many times someone has told me about their latest venture and how it's guaranteed to bring in $20,000 a month in passive income. A few weeks later, I'll go to the site they created and it no longer exists. Their expectations were a level 10, yet they didn't have the courage to go through the ugly, intense, and sometimes excruciating process of creation. Sure, there are unicorns in life, but I'm not putting my life on the line for a mystical creature, even a cute one. We're living in a world where we want the result without the process. The process is where the magic happens, where you stretch yourself, get uncomfortable, and experience life. We're led to believe it will all be easy, but we're responsible for believing it. I am all about dreaming big, creating powerful visions, unlocking the possibility, and then putting in the work. The work isn't sexy, easy, or fun. These words are being written on a Saturday at 4:06 a.m. when it would be much easier to sleep. This is not easy right now. It's not supposed to be. My eyes are bleeding and I'd love to go to bed. I love that. And what I keep noticing time and time again is people who want something but aren't willing to commit to the process. Heck, I've been there countless times. If you want to find a relationship that sets you on fire, put in the work. If you want to create a thriving, profitable business, put in the work. If you want to feel deeply connected, put in the work. There's no way to slice it. Sure, you can speed up the process with deep levels of immersion, focus, and intensity, but there's still a process. The farmer doesn't plant the seeds and wake up the next day yelling in frustration because the tree hasn't bloomed. No, they understand the process that with the right amount of sunshine, time, patience, and water, the tree will grow. But you've got to want it and you've got to fall in love with the process more than the outcome. That's why you read this book. Now it's time for you to become these principles and be the beacon your social circle is looking for. Knowing what to do. As you continue to live the principles we've showcased in this book, your vision and path will evolve. It's a beautiful, organic process that will stun you time and time again. Along your path, you're going to receive hints, messages, and opportunities you never had the perspective to see when you got started. However, your vision and path won't scream at you. She'll whisper. She'll say, hey, hey, slow down and look over here. You'll be knee deep in life, bills, responsibilities, and endless tasks. It's easy to ignore this call. Then, a few weeks later, she'll whisper again, I need you to look into this over here. Once again, you'll stack logic and rationalization on top of this whisper once again, saying, that doesn't make sense. Time will pass, but she's feisty and persistent. Once again, you'll have an opportunity to listen and heed her call. She's testing you and asking, will he or she listen to me and take the first step on the journey into the unknown? That could be called the spirit too. Right? The first step may not look like any of the vision boards you've created. It may look like needing to have a tough conversation. It may look like needing to take a new route home from work. It may look like saying yes to something you always say no to. Yet the moment you make a new decision, she smiles and gives you a little more. She begins to trust you, and it becomes a powerful partnership. Now that she trusts you, she gives you the big insights because you've proven you will listen to her during the low stakes situations. And because you've put in the reps, you start to trust in the whispers that don't make any sense. A whisper that you need to leave your environment and move cross country now makes a lot of sense. A whisper that the relationship you've been holding onto for dear life is actually the roadblock to your most powerful evolution. A whisper that if you don't completely pivot in your business right now against all seemingly rational advice, you'll miss out. Listening to her whispers is hard because she's not doing the work for you. She's guiding you into a path, and then it's up to you to put the puzzle pieces together. Remember this and cultivate the daily awareness and practice of tuning into these messages. You already know what to do. Now it's time to do it. So interesting, huh? It's our, he calls it your vision and path screaming at you. Or not screaming at you, whispering at you. But it's totally the spirit, right? I just love how different people look at it. It's so cool. 100 reasons why you're worth it. As we finish our journey here on the 1% rule, I want you to be inspired. Unlike the past, I don't want you to be inspired and excited about the outcome. Not here. You're going to be inspired by the process, the resistance, the real daily obstacles you and I will face at every level of our growth. It's a different inspiration, one that is based on reality, not fantasy. Years ago, I sat in Dr. John DeMartini's office for a consultation. I'd been frustrated with my fitness business and feeling a real lack of purpose and meaning behind it, even though it had been my dream. You felt this too when something fueled you for a certain amount of time but no longer fuels you today. I knew it wasn't simply the passing of time, but something gnawing and clawing at me for more. That's when he gave me an assignment. Write down 500 benefits of closing down, selling, or moving on from your fitness business. 500? That's impossible, I said. I'm waiting, he replied. During the next hour, I almost broke my hand from the constant writing, but I identified 500 reasons. Once I got into the flow state of awareness, I couldn't stop writing. Ever since then, I've prescribed similar exercises to clients to get them clear, focused, and flexing the powerful muscle of deep noticing. Today, you're off the hook. But we're going to identify 100 reasons why you're worth it. We're going to identify the reasons why your time is now, and there's no looking back. You're right here, right now. You're ready to create. You have a powerful vision. You've got gifts to share. Your message is unique. You're powerful. Wait, did I miss a page? I'm like, is that 100? Okay. Your message is unique. You're powerful beyond belief. You're resilient. You're open to learning. You're here to grow and expand. You know you've got a calling. You know you're here to serve. You know what to do at any moment. You have immense self trust. You validate yourself from within. You'll never quit no matter what. You know there is no growth in waiting. You've shown yourself to be bold. You honor and accept yourself fully. You want it badly for the right reasons. You're a beacon here to guide. You're reading this book. You're ready. You have your entire life experience. You've developed yourself. You'll never be more evolved than today. I don't think that's 100, but I might be miscounting.
I don't think it's 100 either, but I think he's just getting us started.
I'm like literal sometimes. I'm like, he's at 100. He needs to do 100.
And where are the rest, right?
I love all this. Guess you have to write the other, whatever.
Yeah.
And so it begins. It's your time to leave the safe harbors and set upon your voyage. There's nothing else you need. These concepts, stories, and lessons are yours. Make them your own. It's been a riveting and humbling journey together, and I trust we will meet again out there on the seas of life. You deserve it. You know you are part of the 5% in the game of life who have the courage to listen to the voices of truth instead of the ones of resistance. Chart your path and fall in love with every part of your voyage: the anticipation, the first steps, the inevitable storms, the adversity, the growth, and the tears. Look at yourself in the mirror late at night and say, I'm doing this. That's what it's all about. So let's commit right here to live out loud and take the first step today. Your beautiful journey awaits. Onward. That's it. And then there's notes and resources and more. So definitely check that out. There's business, resources, health and fitness, spiritual and meditation, relationships, physical, mental, emotional. Like, seriously, really good resources. Definitely taking a look at those. Such a good book. Okay, I will let y'all know by the end of the day what our new book is going to be. I'm going to pray about it because I can't quite decide. So, it'll be a good one, though. I know for sure. All right, thanks for hanging in there with this book. It's a good one. Maybe my favorite so far. I don't know. So good.
I've really enjoyed it. It's been good. Even though I only jumped in like halfway through.
Yeah, you have to read the first part.
I don't worry. I will.
It's good. It's good. It takes a little while to like, it's like introduction kind of for a while.
Right.
Like really gets into it. I feel like you got into it when it got into it.
Okay. I got the meat. But like, I think my favorite part of everything that's going on in this book is like, I love having the little reminders that the resistance is good, you know, like, so that when I come across it and I want, because like last night I had been through a day. Yesterday was a day. And I got to the end of the day and there were still things that I really needed to do. Like I needed to do for me and I needed to do for my business.
Mhm.
And I literally hit that point of like, I just want to sit in front of the TV. I don't on the TV. And I went, oh, okay, well, there's the thing. And so now we're got to do anyway, you know, and I wouldn't have had that,
Yeah.
you know, in my head if we hadn't been reading the book. I'd have just been like, okay, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll just do the stuff tomorrow and I'll sit in front of the TV, you know?
Yeah. Yep. I know. It's funny, huh? And before, like, I wish I had read this book a long time ago because honestly, the first few years, I was telling myself, like, the resistance meant, like, maybe I'm not supposed to do this.
Right.
You know? And it was like, maybe I'm not meant for this. Maybe I'm supposed to quit,
Right.
Interesting. To just flip it.
Yep. To see it as, oh, this is really something that I should be spending time on. This is something that's here for me to grow. This is going to help me. That's what that resistance means.
So interesting. Fears wake you up. All right. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you on Monday for a new book.